Final score, Dallas 37 to a disappointing Houston 7.
Could the Cowboys be on their way to the Super Bowl? We'll have to wait and see. It's interesting to note that Too Tall Jones gave up playing football and turned his talents to professional boxing. Mars, what happened?
Well, in fact, he won all of his 6 fights, but decided to return to football. Rumor has it that he prefers to take people's heads off with his bare fists.
I don't think I'd like to meet him in a dark alley. Well, now the other results. Remember that the Baltimore Colts hadn't won a game. Let's see how they got on this week, along with the rest of the other scores. Home teams, a second.
Two games from Saturday. Philadelphia 7, New York Giants 23. The Giants even up their record to 3-3 at the expense of the Eagles, who slumped to 1-5, making this weekend's game crucial.
San Diego 41, San Francisco 37. Quarterback Dan Fouts, the master of the long bomb, wins the passing battle over 49ers Joe Montana with this spectacular connection to wide receiver Wes Chandler.
Sunday's results. Baltimore 10, Minnesota 13. For a time, it looked as if the Colts were going to get their first victory as they grimly held on to a 10-7 lead. But this 40-yard field goal by the Vikings' Rick Danmeyer eliminated them from the playoffs.
Chicago 14, Seattle 20. The Seahawks continue to be this season's surprise team.
Cleveland 10, Cincinnati 23. The Bengals are red hot, and their main reason is right here. Quarterback Ken Anderson showing his versatility and mobility by scoring this touchdown.
Denver 27, Los Angeles Rams 24. The Rams again blow a 21-point lead.
Detroit 30, Green Bay 10. The Lions defense finally got its act together in this drubbing of the heavily favored Packers.
But it was this 96-yard kickoff return which put the final nail in their coffin.
Watch this run through heavy traffic. After the traffic jam, it's all daylight for Alvin Hall as he cruises into the end zone.
Touchdown. Down. Miami 0, New England 3. You can see why they're calling this one the Snowball. This Patriot victory was filled with controversy and humor. With the score 0-0 and seconds left, the Patriots are ready for a field goal attempt.
Coach Roy Mayer, with the field heavily covered in snow, calls for little hope from a member of ground staff.
Mark Henderson, a convicted burglar on day release from jail, drove his snow shifting machine onto the pitch to clear a path to enable Josh Smith, a converted English soccer player, to attempt the winning goal.
Naturally, the Dolphins hotly dispute the act. There are no rules cover such a situation, and the field goal stands. And so Cotswolds John Smith, in his first game back after injury, becomes the game's hero.
New Orleans 0, Atlanta 35. The Falcons confirmed their scoring potential in this thrashing of the Saints. Quarterback Steve Artuski driving his team lengthily, handoff to rookie Gerald Riggs, who bulldozes his way through for a touchdown.
LA Raiders 21, Kansas City 16. In the most bitter of AFC's traditional rivalries, the Raiders triumphed, but only with 25 seconds left to play. Jim Plunkett hit Calvin Muhammad with a 35-yard touchdown pass.
Isn't that amazing? Watch that ball go. Woo! Pittsburgh 0, Buffalo 13. In the driving snow, the Steelers completely dominated by the Buffalo defense, and Terry Bradshaw had a nightmare of a day. He only managed to pass for 3 yards, and insult was added to injury with this humiliating sacking.
Tampa Bay 17, New York Jets 32. The Jets are establishing themselves as favorites to win the AFC title.
Washington 12, St. Louis 7. The Redskins win with 4 field goals.
After another weekend of rugged play in the NFL, the conference race to the playoffs takes on a new and interesting look.
In the AFC, the Bengals, the Raiders, and the Jets continue their pack-leading strides. But the Steelers and the Dolphins stumbled to join the Bills in charge with 4 wins and 2 losses. Hanging on to their shirt tails are surprising Patriots and the Seahawks with 3 wins and 3 losses. Below them, the Browns and the Broncos keep their playoff hope alive with 2 wins and 4 losses. The Oilers, Chiefs, and Colts give the coaches ulcers, with the Colts having now eliminating themselves from the playoffs.
In the NFC, the Cowboys and the Redskins stand alone on the mountaintop, followed by the surging Falcons and our friend the Packers, with 4 wins and 2 losses. 5 teams, the Lions, Saints, Giants, Vikings, and Cardinals, walk the tightrope with 3 wins and 3 losses. The rest of the conference, Bears, 49ers, Buccaneers, Rams, and Eagles, face a must-win weekend to keep their playoff hopes alive. Once again this week, our mailbag is bulging. Thank you if you've been kind enough to write in. Oh, by the way, we've got our competition coming up. If you'd like to take part to try to win a Super Bowl evening with us in a London studio, grab a pen and paper.
A lot of your questions have been about the basics, the history, and the teams.
So to answer all these questions, we prepared this leaflet, which should provide a few answers. If you like one of these, we'd be delighted to send it to you. I'll give you an address in a second. Well, now to that competition.
All you need to do is to tell us the two teams that you think will make it to the Super Bowl. And remember, it's the winner of the American Conference who plays the winner of the National Conference.
Tell us who you think the two teams will be on a postcard and send it to this address. Cheerleader Productions, 36 to 44 Brewer Street, London, W1R 3FW. Postcards must reach us by Friday the 14th of January 1983.
And it's the same address if you want the leaflet, but please remember to send a large stamped address envelope to Cheerleader Productions, 36 to 44 Brewer Street, London, W1R 3FW.
And good luck. Well, going back to your letters, Roger Smithies, whose 5-year-old son, he says, has all the instincts and unbridled aggressions to become a good linebacker, Roger asks if we will be showing any college games. Well, yes, we will. In fact, on the 2nd of January, we'll be showing the longest established college game, the Rose Bowl. This year, it's between Michigan and the University of California at Los Angeles, UCLA. And it isn't just a game.
It's an event starting in the morning on New Year's Day when the streets of Pasadena are taken over by rose-colored roller coasters, marching bands, cheerleaders, and fans.
And we'll be there to bring you all of that via satellite. Well, next week, as Christmas, there's no program, so here's a taste of what you can expect on January 2nd in a specially extended show, the Rose Bowl.
Awakening this morning at 7 o'clock, you can barely see across the stadium. Now you can see forever. 65 degrees, a beautiful January 1, Pasadena. I can't believe the Chamber of Commerce. They must have a special connection.
They got a pipeline. They got it there last night listening to the rain tonight, and boy, we got a problem. The problem's today.
Now we're going to get some noise. The University of Iowa Hawkeye Marching Band geared up for their first Rose Bowl appearance since 1859. And let's listen to this great band because it's going to spend quite a day in Pasadena. There's 3 set kids this blue. And each child's going to go around and sing them 70 times. Now the teams are the little yellow round ones. The Zorks are the long neck blue rangers popping out.
Intercepted in the end zone. The University of Washington and Coach Don James had won the 1982 game 28-0.
Have a nice Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year. Well, that's it then. Happy Christmas.
Same to man.
I think I'd make a good quarterback.
A ball made.